I don't think I've ever done a show about bare bone recipe ideas for breakfast. For breakfast, let's talk about this back after the intro. The experts say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I tend to agree with that because there's been a long lapse of time, generally speaking. Most people have their dinner, let's say, about 12 to 14 hours before their breakfast. So there is a long gap of time there, and it's a great idea to begin your day with breakfast. But let's be honest, too, that there are sometimes situations or people that cannot have like a fancy schmancy breakfast, or their budget doesn't allow even for just a regular breakfast, never mind fancy schmancy. So I came up with a few ideas that could really help some folks out that work out. They may not be, like I say, fancy schmancy, but I want to remind you in the beginning of this video right now to please smash down the like button if you like this topic. And I want to help other people out with my channel. Thank you so much in advance for all the help that you give. Just want to let you know that I truly appreciate it. Let's jump right into it. So, bare bones breakfast ideas: a 1 egg omelet, okay? Any style, put whatever you want in it. A 1 egg omelet with a side of instant mashed potatoes. Instant mashed potatoes can be really, really inexpensive, okay? Really, really inexpensive. And it may be the only thing a person has on hand in their pantry. So it's as if you're having potatoes on the side. Well, they are potatoes, but they're just instant. And you could stretch them amongst a few people. So instant mashed potatoes. It's not just, sentence for lunch or dinner. You could also have it as a side dish for breakfast. So a 1 egg per person omelet with some instant mash on the side. Filling and nutritious. You could have some sliced apple, take an apple and slice it up and share it amongst the folks. Maybe have a slice or two each, and there you go. Sprinkle a little cinnamon on top of the apple. Makes it a little more exciting, if you will. Next, of course, good old fashioned oatmeal. I mean, oatmeal, especially the ones that you get on sale, you get the no frills type of a version of oatmeal. Just make it right in your bowl. It's so easy. Again, you could get your good old buddy apple or banana, sliced banana, your favorite fruit, or cut up a strawberry if you want. Place it on top of your instant hot oatmeal, and it's delicious. And you sprinkle a little sugar and cinnamon on top of that. And that stretches very, very far. Comes in very handy during those bare bones times of the month, whenever that may be for some folks, okay? Next, now this is something that I have not done, but it sounds good. But I heard of other people have done this, so I'm not going to say I created this idea. 1 cup of cooked hot rice with milk, sugar, and cinnamon. Well, let's think about it. People eat crispy kind of rice, as a dry cereal. So if you have actual rice that's hot and you add a little bit of milk, sugar, and cinnamon to that, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty darn good. And you could certainly stretch a whole bunch of rice amongst a few people. Very, very good idea for a bare bones time of the month. Sounds interesting. Maybe one day I'll try it just for the heck of it. Next, 1 ripe banana with a smear of peanut butter on top. I thought I invented that idea because years and years ago I was craving it. I says, I want to see what it tastes like to have banana with peanut butter on top. Really, really good. And then I bumped it up to the next level. And of course, I decided to sprinkle some toasted wheat germ on top of it. It was really good, in my opinion, healthy, yummy, and very, very filling on the cheap, not to mention how fast it is to make that, right? And of course, there's always good old yogurt with a couple of slices of banana or a couple of pieces of apple or strawberry in it. Get the bigger tubs when you purchase it at the grocery store. Usually, if you buy like those 32-ounce containers, you could get the store brand of Greek yogurt. Usually costs about the same as regular yogurt. But Greek yogurt, if you happen to enjoy it, is more filling. And you could do a lot of things with Greek yogurt. You could treat a Greek yogurt as if like sour cream, okay? So it's interchangeable. You could dollop it on top of things as a topping, and it's really, really good. For a very quick, inexpensive breakfast that you could share, the Greek yogurt with some fruit, hello. If you happen to have a little bit of honey, you could pour a little honey on top of that, make it a little more fun. You see where I'm going with that. The next one involves something that you may have prepared a day or two ago or a few days back. A nice slice of zucchini bread. Yum. With chopped walnuts in it, zucchini bread with chopped walnuts, or a banana bread or an apple bread, or you could do it in the form of muffins, whatever way you like. It's basically the same recipe. But I like to go the loaf way, the bread way. It's easy. Just slice it as you need it. Just so much easier and just so much delicious there. And you don't feel deprived. And it's just a fast, inexpensive breakfast. Again, it shares very, very well. I like things that share well because especially if many people live with a bunch of people, many people or live with just maybe another person, so these things share very, very well. And by the way, those types of breads freeze very well, so if you want to make those in advance and pop them in the freezer and take them down as needed, there you go. It's a lot less expensive than buying those muffins on the outside, unless you get a manager special. But there's nothing like a fresh homemade banana bread or zucchini bread. I love zucchini bread with the chopped walnuts in it. Yum, yum, and double, triple yum. I'm just saying. All right, one hard boiled egg per person. And again, maybe deciding, maybe put like a half a cup of yogurt on the side for someone that wants a little something something to go with it, and some fruit. So you got your protein from the egg, you got that little extra something something from your yogurt, and a little bit of fruit fiber, and it tastes good. All these are very inexpensive. By the way, let's talk about air fryer grilled cheese. Grilled cheese does not have to be confined to lunch or dinner. I mean, grilled cheese is basically bread and cheese for the most part. People eat toasted bread with butter. So you could do it in the air fryer. You could do it on your stove top in a skillet. You could bake them off in your, grill, whatever you want to do. Grilled cheese should not just be left for lunch or dinner. So if times are tough and that's what you have in your refrigerator, you have, which by the way, those slices of cheese come in handy. I'm not saying they are the most elegant. Okay, I'm not saying they're the most fancy, but they come in handy. But I'll tell you, for a meltable sandwich type thing, that type of cheese seems to work the best, particularly for a good old-fashioned grilled cheese sandwich or a cheese omelet, of which you can do that too. Use one egg and make a grilled cheese omelet in there. Just put your, cheese in the omelet, the one egg, and that boosts up the protein. And by the way, if you happen to have any leftover vegetables or canned spinach or whatever, you could team that up with your one egg omelet and really, really stretch it. And let's not forget good old fashioned French toast, which you need one egg and a few pieces of bread and some milk, a little bit of cinnamon. If you have some vanilla extract, though it's not necessary, you could easily make French toast. That shares among people very, very inexpensively. Remember, we're talking about bare bones meals, but I have to tell you, all these meals sound great, whether you're bare bones or not. And they sound simple, and they are simple. All right. And of course, if you could do simple pancakes, get the complete mix. The box that says complete mix or the bag, or learn how to make them yourself, which is easy. I know in some videos in the past, I've hooked up recipes that you can easily look it up online and get the recipe with the simple ingredients to make your own pancake complete mix. And you could buy the pancake syrup, which is not actually maple syrup. You could buy the complete a pancake mix, and you could buy a bottle of inexpensive pancake syrup. Listen, it's not maple syrup, but it tastes pretty darn good on top of French toast, waffles, and of course, homemade French toast, and of course, the pancakes. All right, so these are just really scratching the surface. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any breakfast ideas or if you like some of these ideas that I have mentioned to you. All right, so let's not forget to do what this lady does. an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family.